So I was actually having a conversation with one of my coworkers today, and she was talking about like what do I like to do in my free time, and I told her I just pretty much just take naps if I'm able to because I don't sleep solidly, which weirdly enough I've been having nightmares every single day this past week, which is strange because I never dream, but if I ever do dream, it's usually like the same fucking zombie dream over and over and over. I've had the same zombie dream for like as I don't know, like 10 or 15 years. And it's weird because they always try to get into the house, but they never get into the house. And I think it's just like a metaphor for me being feeling like I'm stuck somewhere, like I'm like caught up in a rut with my life or something. I don't know. But I try to take naps. I get way off topic every time. I don't know why my brain does that, but it just does. But I take naps, or I make YouTube videos, or I get drunk occasionally, and I'll just like make weird videos and sing and shit. And if I think one's funny enough, I'll upload it, which is seldomly rare. I did one, or I just uploaded one like I think last night. And obviously I play video games like World of Warcraft or watch movies or stuff. That's usually what my hobbies are. But when it comes to like friends, I don't really have friends. I have friends, but I don't have friends. If that makes sense to you. So all of my people that I would consider my friends live back in Texas. I kind of abandoned everybody to come out to California for a multitude of reasons that I don't want to get into right now. Because I felt like it was time to start over, start fresh, and boy, was I mistaken. I hate this damn state so much. There's a lot to do here. There's a lot of cool things out here. I do like how diverse it is out here. I enjoy the fact that I could literally just wear a Naruto headband and walk up down the road and nobody would give a shit. But if I did this in Texas, I'd have 47 people stop in their car to yell at me or say some shit. And for what California offers to that kind of thing, I think it's cool. Not saying that I would wear a Naruto headband walking down the street. Of course, I am not a fucking weeaboo. I'm not really an anime dude. I like anime, but I'm not. I don't like anime at the same time, if that makes sense. Um, but when it comes to like making friends, I don't really like making friends. I don't like. I can be friendly to people, but it's always been a problem with me. Like whenever I would date somebody and they had friends, I always hated them. I always never wanted to meet this person's friends. And it's for a good reason. It's not that I'm shy or embarrassed or like meek or anything like that because I'm not. It's just more of like I don't want to get invested with somebody and if we end up breaking up or whatever and then am I still supposed to be friends with these people if that makes sense to you? I've never liked that. Most of the most of the girls that I've dated, I've actually not interacted with their friends at all other than the polite casual hi, how are you doing? Oh, it's nice to see you again, that kind of thing. Because I do like to have manners, and you may not know that from like the way I talk about like anything and everything on this channel, but I try to be polite. I think it's having proper mannerisms is it's a good quality to have in 2022, especially in 2022. But as for my actual friends that I already have growing up, I want to say that they're all terrible people, and it's fucking true. My God. Um, Now I have some. I mean, some of these people are actually like really good friends of mine, but I don't think any of them are like honest people that I can trust with my life, if that makes sense. Especially with my best friend. My best friend for fucking forever, and he's been the only person I've ever actually deemed my best friend outside of like if I'm dating somebody. I've only had two people that I've dated where I actually considered them my best friend, and both of them are now gone. So, but this guy, his name was Justin Singleton, and he was quite possibly one of the worst human beings I've ever met. And this is coming from me because I'm a terrible human being. Um, but I try to acknowledge that and try to do better or try to be better situationally, of course, just depending if I actually feel like I need to. And this isn't me making a video ragging on Singleton because I'm not trying to do that. It just he's done a lot of things that have fucked me over pretty bad And he's one of those people that gets so angry over stupid shit, you can't have a reasonable intellectual conversation with him about it because it just flies over his fucking head and he points fingers right back at you no matter what. So me and him had a falling out just, I don't know, like 2 months ago, which I knew it was coming because for many years I knew the shit that he's been doing to me behind my back, and I've just kind of been quiet about it. It's not that I was like afraid to confront him or anything. I'm just one of those people that has a very I don't give a fuck kind of attitude, and it just pisses me off because it was building up and building up and building up, and finally I was just like, yeah, okay, I'm done. Like I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm sure at some point we'll talk again because it just seems to be how the natural order of things is with me. Every time I cut somebody out or they cut me out, we always seem to find each other again. Whether it's for the best or whether it's for worst, I don't know. I guess we'll see how the cards play out with that. Um, but yeah, he did some like really heinous shit to me. And here's the thing about it: like you can't, like I was saying, you can't conversate with him about it because he will deliberately miss the point of whatever you're trying to say and deflect it right back onto you. And he'll try to make himself and he'll make it all about him. You know what I mean? Even though he wronged you, but it's about him. It doesn't matter how you feel or what happened to you. That doesn't fucking matter. It's about him because he did that with our last uh, ordeal we had, which is funny because usually when I get mad at somebody, I fucking go nuclear on their ass. I blow up. I get fucking mad. Caps lock to the extreme. Voice going sore throat because I'm screaming so fucking much. Yelling, losing my shit. No calling, so no punching the drywall. But I get fucking vicious. I've been vicious before. Haven't been vicious in a long time, thank God. It's probably taken a toll on my lifespan, if we're being honest here. But with him, I was just kind of like, okay, done. I was very chill about it. I was very calm. That I think that's very scary when I get to that level. If I have a problem with somebody, it's pretty well known that I'm pretty not controversial. I'm very confrontational. I'm very outgoing, outspoken, angry. I will go directly to you. I don't care who you are, how big you are, how tall you are, how strong you are, how lethal you are, what your criminal history is. I don't give a fuck. I will go up to you and fight with you. I will argue with you. I don't give a fuck. That shit does not phase me one bit or another. I'm not afraid of anybody. But if I get to the point where I get silent and just get really quiet, I think that's when you should be very cautious with me because it's at that point that you know you fucked up. Or I would like to imagine that you're smart enough to know that's when you fucked up. But I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I need to really quit doing that because just like the older I get, the less and less hope that I have for humanity and the people in my life. There's other friends that I had too. Like my friend Joe, he's done some pretty heinous shit to me. Um, there was this one dumb broad that lived in a different state where she kept ruining our friendship, and I was just kind of like, oh my god, it's so fucking challenging to be friends with you. It really is. And she's like one of the, if not the dumbest person I've ever met. And it just pisses me off because that's a big pet peeve of mine. I hate stupid people with a fucking passion. So I'm glad I cut that person out too. Um, I don't actively seek to try to make friends with people. Like I have coworkers, they invite me to go out to parties and stuff with them all the time. They're always like, "You want to go out to dinner with us?" And I'm always just like, "Yeah, maybe." Or it's like a bunch of Mexicans, so they're always having like these like fucking DJ parties and shit where they're like drinking and getting wasted on Saturday nights. Our warehouse, we do that shit all the fucking time, except for me. There's only been a handful of times where I've actually made a public appearance. It's kind of like, it's kind of like an event. Oh shit, Justin showed up. What? Basby, what are you doing here? Like, bro, it's like that. Um, it's like a fucking Bigfoot sighting if you see me show up at one of these things. We had a birthday party at Chili's, I think back in January or February, and I showed up and I was wearing a cowboy hat, and everyone was like that. It's like one of those. Um, but like other than that, I mean, like we're friends, but like I don't hang out with people. I don't want to hang out with people. Again, it's not like I'm shy or anything like that. Just I don't fucking see the point. Especially, a very good famous quote from Clerks 2, if you've ever seen that movie, where Dante and Randall were talking about making friends, and Randall's like, "I'm 33. Do you think I want to be making friends at my age?" That's how I felt when I was like 23. I didn't. I felt like I was too old to be making friends. And if I'm lucky enough to make a new best friend, then I mean, I guess that'd be kind of cool. But I fucking doubt it. And if I do, it's gonna be like some girl I date in the future or something like that, and her older brother or younger brother or something. I'll be like, "Oh, cool. You play games too, bro? What's up?" If that happens, of course, I don't know. I'm kind of just with life right now. Um, I don't know. It's just my mentality of things where I just kind of like I'm just so fucking drained mentally right now. I just don't want to be around people. I get I've been getting so mad lately, but it's not like my traditional getting angry. It's just more of like I said, the very scary, chill, calm, angry, where you don't see me fuming or even raising my voice. I'm just kind of like, I don't know what that really means, and I should probably get that diagnosed and looked into, I guess. Because honestly, that is probably the first time I've ever been afraid of myself is when I get that kind of angry. Because that's a new kind of angry. That's an angry that your boy has never dealt with before. I've never interacted with that kind of thing. I don't really know what to think of it, what to make of it, how to even go about it. It's brand new. So I don't know. But yeah, it's just why I don't like making friends. I don't know. I've made so many fucking friends in my day, and I still follow a lot of them on Facebook, but I've cut out so many people. I've cut out more people than they've cut me from their life. Like if that says anything about me, maybe that just means that I'm some kind of terrible person. I don't know. Um, like I said, I'm pretty much self-aware. Most people are not self-aware of, their own selves and how shitty that they could be towards other people. I am. I'm well aware of who I am, where I stand in the world. There's no confusion amongst me. I know exactly who I am and what I am. Most people go their whole lives not realizing the little basic thing about themselves like that, but I'm not a normal person by any means. So, I don't know. Like I said, I mean, friends are honestly, they're not really that important to me anymore. I don't really feel like I trust people. So whenever I meet somebody new, I'll be like super friendly with them and like laugh at them and shit like that, but I'm very cautious. I have to be cautious now. So it is what it is, right? And I'm perfectly content with it. That's the thing. I am not stressing out by this. I'm not upset by this. I'm not hidden despair and solitude, grieving away at my own lack of like anything. I'm perfectly chill. So it is what it is. I don't know. That's why.